Hello everyone. So it's Thursday, which means it's cooking and cocktails. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Jennifer. This is my page, Living Freely Gluten Free. Every Thursday at 4:30 I go live in my kitchen so I can bring you in. We have a cocktail together and I make something. And today we're making sloppy joes, which is a favorite. Hello everyone. Ooh, hold on. Okay, sorry. I'm trying something new. I'm doing these. I have all of these cameras set up again. You can kind of see a little bit of what's going on in here. And I'm still learning how to do all of this stuff, like trying to learn online about how to set up the different angles and do all of these different things. So, yeah. Anyways, today we're making sloppy joes from scratch. And, you know, I grew up eating sloppy joes a lot, and we ate them out of a can. And when I, became an adult and I started being more conscious about the food that I was putting into my body, I wanted a sloppy joe. And so I decided to make a clean version of it, something that's super simple, delicious. The whole family will love them. And I'm just right now just kind of slicing these buns up real quick while we're waiting for people to come in. I'm going to serve this with some oven roasted red potatoes and some broccoli that I'm going to saute with garlic and some avocado oil. Super easy. We eat it all the time. One of our favorites. So just a really delicious, simple meal that the whole family is going to like. It's a lot of fun. I sneak some veggies into the sloppy joes, which is great to do because we all need a little bit of extra veggies, especially with the kids. It's, makes things a little bit easier. So when you come in, I want you to say hi. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to know where you're watching from, what you're having for dinner tonight. Whoever's still here at the end that comments is going to be, I'm going to choose a random winner to win one of my cookbooks. So you'll get a signed copy of my cookbook. I'll send it out to you either probably early next week. So make sure that you stay until the end because I'm going to choose someone who's here right at the end to say hi to. Hi, Robin. Sorry, I was reading and talking at the same time. Thank you for joining, Robin. I hope you're having a great day. If you're watching the replay, I still want you to say hi, ask questions too. And so again, if you're here at the end, I'm going to give a cookbook away to someone who's watching. And Robin's here. So thank you for watching, Robin. When you come in, please say hi because I will say hi back to you. So cheers, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. I'm going to take you guys over to the stove and we are going to go ahead and we're going to start cooking. So I'm just going to, I just turned my stove on. I have some avocado oil inside of the pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to start sauteing our veggies. Really, really simple. I have bell pepper, I have carrots, I have onion, and I have garlic. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. Some simple, delicious flavors that everyone loves. It makes everything taste delicious. So I just have it on medium heat right now. Sorry if my hand is kind of in the way. And I'm also making some broccoli, and I don't have the camera on the broccoli, but it's right over here in this area right here. And we'll start cooking that up once we get our meat in and we start browning our meat. Joyce is here. Hi, Joyce. So if you guys don't know, Joyce is my best friend's mom, and she has known me since I was probably about 4 years old, and she has been such a wonderful fan and has always supported me. So I appreciate that you are here, Joyce, very much. Marie is here. Hi, Marie. I hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone's been having a wonderful week. Things have been super crazy and hectic for us. If you follow the page and all of the different posts that I've been putting on, we put our house up for sale last week because we are moving back to California to be near our family. And we sold the house. We sold it quickly, which was great. We had inspections done yesterday, so hopefully those went well, but I don't see any problems with that. And we also are trying to find a house in California, which is proven to be the most difficult part of all of this. It's been extremely difficult. I'll go ahead and I'll talk to you guys for a few minutes while that's just heating up. I also have oven roasted potatoes over in the oven. I'm making some roasted red potatoes, which are really delicious. Let's see if we can, I'm trying something new here where we can like kind of see comments that are coming up, but it shows some of the old stuff, and then it shows me talking, which is just really weird. So we're not going to do that. Okay. Anyway, so now we're trying to find a house in California to either rent or buy, and it has been extremely stressful, difficult. We put an offer in on a house and we didn't get it. Everything's just so insanely expensive that, you know, we don't have very many options. So hopefully something will happen, you know, just keeping positive that, you know, good things are going to happen and that it's all meant to be. We're really, really excited to be back near our friends and family. We've been gone for over 2.5 years now. My daughter was 1 when we left, and so everyone has, you know, kind of just missed out on the kids growing up. And I miss having my family around, especially during the holidays and important times. So really, really excited to be going back home. It's a great thing. Aw, thank you, Joyce. Oh, Joyce says that she's been waiting for me to make this one live. And, you know, I thought about it because I had a couple people that were kind of like, ooh, sloppy joes, especially my friends that follow that are over in Europe and Australia. I don't think this is a common dish over there, so they're all like, what is a sloppy joe? So I thought, let's make it. And my son, who, you know, the school that he goes to here in Washington is wonderful, and they accommodate his gluten allergy, and he gets to have hot lunch 3 times a week, and they make him gluten-free food. But I don't know if he gets to have the sloppy joe. He talks about sloppy joes all the time. So when I said I'm making sloppy joes for dinner, he got really excited. So I'm excited that he's excited to have dinner. And what's great about the sloppy joe is that you can just really easily sneak these veggies in. As you can see, I have onions, I have some chopped garlic, I have green bell pepper, and I have carrots. So we're sneaking some veggies in here, which is great. You know, you can never load the kids up enough with the veggies. If you don't want to use bell pepper, you could just use 2 carrots, but let me tell you, the bell pepper is a really important part of the flavor of this. So you can see that it's just starting to cook up. I'm probably going to let this continue to saute here for about 1 to 2 more minutes. Then I'm gonna add the meat in and we're gonna brown it. And I'm also, in a moment, you can see over here, I have the setup for us to make the sauce. So once we have the meat in, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna throw the sauce together, and this is the sauce for the sloppy joe. So you can find this recipe in my cookbook. It is on page 114 if you have the book. If you don't have the book, you can head over to Amazon and you can grab it. It's $25 with Amazon Prime. And the oven roasted red potatoes that I'm making are in the cookbook as well. And I have those in the oven right now. And they smell amazing, let me tell you. It's definitely one of my favorite things to make is these oven roasted red potatoes. And I'm going to see if I can throw this camera on here real quick and show you them cooking in the oven, which I can. So there they are, and my oven's disgusting, you guys, apologies, but yeah, they're cooking in there. And we have probably about 10 to 15 more minutes until those potatoes are going to be done. So if you're just popping in, say hello. Let me know that you're here. Jennifer Lovig is here, and let me tell you, happy birthday to Miss Jennifer Lovig. Today is her birthday. So I miss her terribly. Jennifer Lovig is one of my absolute best friends. We've been friends for 22 or 23 years now, and she is here. And yes, those are Fran's buns, and they are thebomb.com. So if you guys want a really good bun that is soft and light and fluffy, Fran's makes amazing buns. Char is really good too. If you can find some Char, that's one of our favorite brands too. Jennifer Lovig, how can you not have had a sloppy joe? I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. Okay, you need one. And I hope you're not cooking dinner tonight because it's your birthday. So I hope you guys are going out somewhere and you get to relax a little bit. Okay, so now we're browning our meat, and we're just gonna mix it all up real good, and then we just kind of let it cook together. And I'm actually gonna use this handy dandy little tool that I have right here, which makes browning the meat so much easier. So we're just gonna go ahead and get this all mixed up really, really good. Again, this is what the sloppy joe is gonna look like when it's done. You can eat it with your hands, or you can use a fork. That's how I prefer to eat it, is with the fork, because it can get very messy. So I kind of just cut it up for the kids. You can spoon the meat up that falls out of it and eat it that way. All right, so now we're just gonna kind of let this cook up over here for a minute. I'm gonna say cheers to everyone who's here. Cheers to all of you. Hopefully once I'm settled and moved, I'll be able to start selling some things like my wine glasses again. But it's a rosé kind of day. I've really been in a rosé mood lately. Maybe because I'm ready for warm weather, and Washington just isn't bringing it. But what's gonna happen is we're gonna move to California, and it's gonna be 100 degrees for 3 months, and then I'm gonna complain about that too. So there's just no winning here. All right, now we're gonna throw together the sauce, which really easy, really simple. We're starting with just some tomato sauce. I'm gonna throw in some organic ketchup. I have some coconut sugar, trying to keep it clean, and we have some gluten-free tamari or soy sauce that we're gonna put in there. And then this is just some seasonings that I have right here. So it's onion powder, garlic, granulated garlic. I have some pink Himalayan sea salt. I have ground mustard, and I have a little bit of pepper. So I'm just gonna mix this together, and this is our sloppy joe sauce. So this is all there is to it. Super easy. Once the meat is cooked, we're gonna put this in and cook it together. Really, really easy. So there we go. So now our sauce is ready to just hang out for a minute. If you guys want to see, this is what the broccoli looks like. So you can use fresh or you can use frozen. I have some frozen broccoli that's been sitting for a little while, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn my stove on. So what I have going on in here, and this recipe is not on the cookbook or up on the blog, but I really make it a lot here at home. And it's basically just fresh vegetables. You can really do this with most kinds of vegetables. Some avocado oil drizzled all over it. I have some fresh chopped garlic, and then I seasoned it with salt and pepper. So that's basically all there is to that. And you can see that our meat is browning over here really well. Just gonna go ahead and stir it again. And this smells so good, you guys. It smells delish. Let's see if anyone's hanging out. Penny's here. Hey, Penny. Amber's here. Hi, Amber. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, you could use coconut aminos instead of the tamari if you are trying to kind of keep this clean and paleo. And if you don't want to use ketchup, I think that instead of the ½ cup of ketchup, unless you can find a clean one, which I don't, what's that brand? Do they make paleo ketchup? Tell me. I'd love to know. I'm sure there's some out there. But if you don't want to eat the ketchup, I bet that you could just take another ½ cup of tomato sauce, add a little bit of some tomato paste, and maybe a little sprinkle of a starch, like maybe some tapioca starch or arrowroot starch, and then you could probably use that in place of the ketchup, but it probably won't be as sweet, but that's okay because you're trying to keep it clean, trying to keep it paleo, so I don't think sweetness is really what you're going for here. So you can see this is just cooking up beautifully right now. Smells amazing in here. I'm also gonna cook my garlic broccoli up over here too. I've got that going. You can always add more oil to your vegetables if you need to. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing from the side of this camera over here. Just kind of stirring it up. And I think I am gonna drizzle it with a little bit more avocado oil. Just gonna go ahead and put a little bit more in there. And I also, thank you, Mary. She says it looks good. Is it, oh, Marie, I'm sorry. I must have read that wrong. Yes, it looks delicious. I'm gonna bring you guys over to the potatoes again. Let's take a look at the potatoes. So they're cooking up in there and they're looking really good. I probably should flip them, but I don't know if that's really a good idea. So, so we have those going on. We made our sauce. We have our broccoli cooking. We have our meat browning. In just a moment, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add that sauce in there. What I'm going to do is once I put the sauce in the pan, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to simmer it for about 15 minutes. And unless you guys have questions or want to talk for a little while, I'm more than willing to hang out with you guys. But 15, 20 minutes, I don't know. Do you guys want to hang out with me for that long? I don't know if I'm that interesting. Some updates. Okay, so there's a new post up on the blog today, which is exciting. I don't know if you guys have heard of Dimitri's Mixes. Actually, my neighbor works for them, which is exciting. But I got to try some out, and they make a lot of different Bloody Mary flavors if you like a Bloody Mary. And then they also have an organic margarita mix. So I did a sparkling margarita recipe, and it's up on the blog. It's really light and refreshing. So if you're looking for a great gluten-free margarita for the summer, I want you to check that blog post out. It just went up today. I'm also working on my gluten-free Seattle Eats blog post. I'm hoping to wrap that up in the next week. I'm just feeling like I'm missing some really great restaurants, and I want to get them all in there. So if you know of any amazing gluten-free Seattle Eats, please share with me so I can make sure that I've checked them out. I have, the main contenders in the blog post, but again, I'm not from here, so I'm sure that I'm probably missing some things too. Okay, so we have our meat here, which is almost browned up. It's looking really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pour the sauce in here, and then we're going to put a lid on and we're going to simmer it for about 15 minutes. That's going to give our potatoes some time to finish and this broccoli to finish up too. The great thing about the oven roasted red potatoes is you can literally, you can use this recipe in, or this side dish to go with pretty much anything. So, barbecue, chicken, pork chops, steak. I mean, absolutely everything, these oven roasted potatoes. And if you can't find red potatoes, you can even use other potatoes too. So don't feel like you can only use red potato. They work with like the gold potatoes. You can even use regular russet potatoes. But what's great about them is you can kind of customize them with any spice blend that you're wanting to use. I just use, my favorites, but if there's anything else you want to add to it, that works great too. And what's even better is if you have some fresh herbs, and now's the time of the year where our fresh herbs are ready to pick a little bit. So if you have some fresh herbs to throw on there, that's absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this all up really well. I'm going to reduce the heat down to medium-low. I'm going to grab a lid, and we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. And I think it's almost time to pull the potatoes out. So we'll check on those two. I'm going to grab a lid. So I've got the lid on. I'm checking my potatoes. They look delicious, you guys. Again, you can get all of the recipes in my cookbook if you don't already have it. It's available on Amazon right now, on Prime. So head over to Amazon and grab the book if you don't have one yet. I'm also giving a book away, you guys. So if you are here at the end of this broadcast, I'm going to give a book away to someone. And so make sure that you're hanging out and you're listening. And when I tell you to comment, go ahead and comment. So right now, if you want to win a book, share this video. Go ahead and share it, you guys. Comment that you shared the video. If you already have my cookbook, I can send it to a friend. So let's see. Okay, yeah, Joyce. So now we're simmering it. Alicia's here. Hello, Alicia. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So again, if you want to win a book, go ahead and comment, share the video, comment that you shared the video, or tag a friend. And I'm going to pick someone in just a minute to win a cookbook. So make sure that you, and again, if you already have the book, but you have a friend that needs one, I will be more than happy to send it to your friends because I want to share the love here. And there's a fly in the house. It's horrible. Okay, so I'm going to check the comments real quick. Okay, so Penny shared. Thank you, Penny. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to know, what are you guys making for dinner tonight? So please comment what you're having for dinner tonight. I really would love to know. I'm going to, I think, go ahead and just kind of switch the camera over to the broccoli real quick because that's a lot of fun. And, you guys can just take a look. This is what the sloppy joes are going to look like when we are done. And I'm going to move this over to the broccoli. Okay, so if you're just joining us, this broccoli is so easy to make, you guys. It is just, you can either use fresh or frozen broccoli. Today I'm using frozen because that's typically what I buy. It's cheaper. I buy organic frozen vegetables, usually from Costco or from Target. And I like it better that way because I don't have to worry if they're going to go bad. And so they're cheaper, and I don't have to worry about things going bad in the fridge if I don't get to them quick enough. So this is just some organic frozen broccoli along with probably about 3 or so tablespoons of chopped garlic. We love garlic, so I just load the garlic up. It's so good for your immune system too. Even the kids like it. And then I drizzle it with lots of avocado oil. And then I sprinkle it with salt and pepper and sometimes a little bit of granulated garlic as well. I'm just going to give this another drizzle of oil in here because I don't want it to burn. I'm going to reduce the heat slightly. This is also how I make my green beans. And you can, my cauliflower recipe that I have up on the blog, it's an oven roasted cauliflower with chopped garlic too. You can do it with broccoli. I just believe you need to shorten the cook time slightly, so just keep an eye on it. I've been meaning to make that, but I have not gotten to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the potatoes out because I think they're just about done now. They're looking yummy. I'm going to go ahead and pull these potatoes out real quick. It is hot potatoes. All right, you guys, so I have my potatoes right here. They are hot, but let me tell you, they look good. Can you see them? Can you see the potatoes? Let me try to grab another, and I'm just moving this, and you guys can this is what it looks like behind the scenes, my friends. There's stuff everywhere. Try not to trip and fall. Here's my potatoes. And you can cook them a little bit longer, make them really crispy if you want. But the side that's been down on this baking sheet is going to keep them real nice and crispy. So they're going to have like a little bit of crisp to them, but not too much, which is just absolutely perfect. But if you like your potatoes super crispy, my mom really loves crispy potatoes. I like them too, but my family's not too big on like super crispy ones. You just want to toss them and then put it back in for about another 10 or so minutes, and then they'll be extra crispy for you if that's how you want them. One of my favorite things about roasted red potatoes when I cook them is I'll often like double the recipe or just make as much as I have on hand because these are awesome for leftovers. So the next morning, just reheat these up on the stove with a little bit more oil and serve eggs with them, and you have breakfast. So You can never make too many potatoes. It's one of those things where it's like I make as much as I possibly can because the leftovers are phenomenal. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stir the broccoli a little bit. You can see what's going on over here. Our sloppy joes are still simmering. If you're just joining in, I want you to say hi, share the video. Joy shared, let's see, Alicia shared, Robin's here. Hi, Robin. Penny shared from Delaware. Hi, Penny. All right. This is going to be kind of your last opportunity to go ahead and share the video for an opportunity to win a cookbook. So go ahead and share. Share away and comment and let me know that you did. And I'm going to pick a random winner in just a minute. Penny loves the wine glass. Thank you, Penny. My really good friend, her name is Katie, and she has a business called Carter Designs, and she made my wine glass, which I'm obsessed with. She makes all of my wine glasses for me, so check her out, Carter Designs. I was going to try to tag her, but it won't let me leave a comment on here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so do you guys have any questions about any of this? Jennifer had commented Fran's buns. So these are the buns. If you are looking for a really good bun, they are soft and delicious. The only thing that my only complaint is, and it's because they don't use like as many preservatives in gluten-free bread, but it can get moldy quickly. So if you don't plan on eating it within like 2 to 3 days of purchasing, even if the date says that it's good for, you know, however long, freeze it or put it in the fridge because they can get moldy. I haven't had as many problems with them recently, but still, I would recommend. You put it in the pantry for a few days, but if you're not going to eat it after that, then stick it in the freezer because they do mold up quick. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stir this broccoli again. It's looking good. Turn this oven off. Do you guys want to hang out for like another 5 minutes while the sloppy joe mixture finishes simmering? Do you want to watch me build them, or I want to know. I don't want to keep you guys longer than I need to, or longer than you want to be here. Ooh, okay. Joyce is having pork chops, zucchini, rice, and applesauce. Well, that sounds amazing. Yum. Pork chops are so easy. That's why I love making them. Okay. And no one else has shared with me, what are you guys making for dinner? I really want to know. Last chance to share the video. Comment that you shared the video if you want to win the cookbook or you want to win it for a friend. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. I think if the sloppy joe mixture is almost done simmering, you know, once it's done, you can just either let it sit for a few minutes or you can go ahead and you can just pour it onto your buns, make a plate, and when you're done, it's, you know, it's gonna look like this, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious, and everyone's gonna be really, really happy. And you can't go wrong with the sloppy joe, you guys. You just can't. It's a crowd pleaser, I think. At least in this house it is. Tell me, do you like sloppy joes or do you think they're disgusting? Because I think it's one of those dishes where you're either like on board 100% or not. There's really no in between with a sloppy joe. So let me know. What's the consensus of, so Penny's having turkey burgers with zucchini. That sounds really good. I love zucchini. How are you cooking the zucchini? Are you sauteing it? Are you roasting it in the oven? I'm curious how you're making your zucchini. Okay, you guys want to hang out with me for a few minutes. Cool, thank you. I really, really love hanging out with you guys. I mean, that's why I continue to do this every single week, because it's fun to get to cook with you and have you in my kitchen. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to check this really quick, and you can see there's a nice boil going on, and it's looking good, you guys. So I think that this is done. I'm going to turn the heat off. Oh yes, that smells so good, my friends. Delish. All right. Ooh, Alexis is here. She shared. She's making chicken tacos with bell peppers and dairy-free pepper jack cheese. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Yum. Penny hasn't had them in years, but does miss them. So hopefully you'll give this recipe a try, Penny. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stir this broccoli. I think it's just about done. Yep, our broccoli's just about done now. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn the heat off. And we can start building some sloppy joes, you guys. Yay! Okay. Ooh, chili cheese dogs, crinkle fries, and a banana milkshake. Ooh, Robin. Now I'm really hungry. Holy smokes. Oh, okay, Penny, you shredded the zucchini and you put them in the burgers. Yes, that sounds amazing. Great idea. Okay, so I've got a plate right here. I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put a bun on here. I'm gonna take some potatoes, put that on the plate, and then we'll come grab some broccoli, put some sloppy joe mixture on the bun, a little bit of extra garlic because we love the garlic. Lots of garlic, please. Okay, now I'm gonna go get some sloppy joe mixture, put it on top. And don't be shy, load it on. That's why it's a sloppy joe. Look at that, yum. You see the steam coming up too, it's hot. All right, and then you put the top on. Ooh, yummy. All right, you guys. Our sloppy joes, and I can actually flip this camera a little bit so you guys can get an up close. So here we go. We've got our potatoes, we've got our broccoli, and we've got our delicious sloppy joe. So there we go. And that's how you make the sloppy joes. So I want to say thank you, you guys, for coming and hanging out with me in my kitchen. I really, really look forward to Thursdays because I feel like it's a special time where I get to hang out with you guys for a little bit. I get to know you a little bit better. We get to interact. We get to hang out. It's just a lot of fun. So thank you for coming, hanging out with me in the kitchen. And I need to go ahead and pick a winner. So let's see who's here. If you're still here right now, I want you to say hi. Let me know that you're here. And I'm going to pick a winner. Let's see. Okay, all right, so Penny, you are the winner. I just picked a random winner. If you didn't win, hang out with me again next week. So Penny, you're the winner. Go ahead and message me your mailing address along with your email address, or if you already have the book and you want to send it somewhere else, please go ahead and message me where it's going to be going. But thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful week. I need some positive thoughts that we're going to be able to find a house to live in when we get to California, because I'm getting a little scared. A little bit scared that we might be bunking up with Grandma Olga for a minute, which would be great, but at the same time, we have a house full of stuff and we need somewhere to put it. So have a wonderful rest of the week, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Oh, Courtney's here too. I didn't see Courtney here. Okay, would any of you guys have an interest in my 4-week meal planning program? Because I feel like I want to give something else away too. Say yes if you want my 4-week meal planning program. Robin, thank you. Had a great time tonight. Oh, thank you, Robin. Candace is here. Hi, Candace. I hope you're sorry I missed the PTO meeting. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But thank you, everyone. Go ahead if you, I'm going to be signing off in a second. If you want to win the 4-week meal planning program, if you don't have it yet, comment that you do. I'll pick someone in a little bit. All right, you guys, have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're having good weather wherever you are, and I will see you guys No, I'm not cooking next week. Next week, I'm going to be in California with my best friend Jennifer Lovig for her birthday. We're having a girls' night, which I'm super excited about. So I won't be cooking, but maybe I will go live for a few minutes while I have a cocktail and hang out with you guys, if you want me to. Okay, Courtney wants to know what buns these are. So these are Fran's buns. Or the Walmart brand, the Great Value gluten-free brand. I think Fran's makes their buns. So either of those, you can get them, and they're amazing. They're really great buns. And they make hot dog buns too, which are really good. So they're really soft and squishy, just like a bun should be. So yeah, check those out. And I think that's it. So thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.